Hi, I'm Paul Spence, and this is an awareness video for Headway, the Brain Injury Association. So I'm going to through these questions. So I'm a 34-year-old guy from Hull. That's in East Yorkshire. Life before my brain injury. So I had a girlfriend. I was in a loving relationship with a lady called Gemma. We was very much in love. We'd been together for 5 years. We lived together, and that was really good. I have two kids, Reese and Shannon. Very proud of them both. I had a good social circle, great friends who I saw on a weekend, for a few beers. Watched the football, the rugby, bits and bobs. I went for a run in the week, so I kept fit. I had a great job. I was a foreman electrician, so I'd worked at the same company since I was 16. I saved my time and worked my way up. I ran jobs up to £500,000 with 10 guys under me. There was great lads. I've worked with them all my life, to be fair. We was like brothers, like family. Life was good. I had a good income, great kids, great girlfriend, nice house. It was all going well. And then I sustained my brain injury in 2012. I was out with friends and I was unprovoked attacked. I went into a toilet and a guy walked in. I wasn't looking and he hit me with such force that I flew back and my head hit the back of the ceramic floor and my brain smashed into the front of my skull and then a frontal lobe hemorrhage. I was in a bad way. I was in hospital for about 6 weeks. I got in there, I was unconscious for about a week, and then I woke up and I suffered seizures. I went to intensive care, and then when I was well enough, obviously I went back to neurosurgical 440 where I stayed until I was well enough to come home. And then I came home on the understanding that my family and friends and obviously Gemma had to look after me. In them early days I was very confused, vacant, very blank. I didn't really have a clue as to what was going on. I've repeated myself a lot. I was sort of functioning but at a very low level of intellect. There was not a lot going on at all, to be honest with you. I had hallucinations. I couldn't look up. I started shaking when I looked up. I couldn't speak. I needed a speech language therapist for a couple of months afterwards. I was in a bad way. I came home and I just used to pace up and down in the house. Not really with a clue. Just used to sort of stare for minutes at a time. Look out the window. I couldn't go out alone, even to the local shop, because I would have got lost. I was vulnerable. I couldn't watch TV. I couldn't read a book. Nothing really interested me. I was suffering cognitively. And I couldn't see my past, the visual side of my past. So my memories, struggled really poorly with memory. Long-term memory and short-term memory. So, yeah, I was in a bad way. I was messed up. And then I got better. I did get better, over time. I started going out a bit and getting about. And I started going to some Headway meetings, which was really good. Good to meet people who had an understanding of what I was going through. Because that's one of the hard things, It's hard to explain to people how you feel. And I don't even think you know yourself sometimes. You're trying to work out your new brain, obviously. And it's different. So that takes, some time. But going to the Headway meetings was really good because they had that understanding of what you're going through. So I enjoyed them. It was good. It was positive. And then life like for me now. So unfortunately, my relationship with Gemma broke down as a consequence of the injury. I was a different person. I suffered with depression. So we're still friends. We split up amicably. But yeah, it was sad, really. So I also lost my job. That was devastating. I went back, but I just couldn't manage that depth, that level of thinking. So I tried my best and tried in vain. I just couldn't do it. So I was devastated with losing the lads and the great career that I had. So and the brain injury affects me now. I'm still slow cognitively, you know, struggle with attention sometimes, concentration. I've got poor memory, processing information. I'm slow. I'm like a Commodore 64 computer, you know. It takes me time to, and then sort of give a reply. It's finding it hard to divide my attention between things. Let's say poor memory, planning and struggle with executive functions, which is part of their frontal lobe, and also feelings. Quite emotionally blank sometimes, so struggle with that. Hopes for the future. Well, I'm hoping to get my driving license back soon and get driving. That'll be really good. And I'm hoping to, you know, have another career. I'm looking for something, maybe personal training. So obviously won't be in the electrical field, but I can still do something good. You know, I'm sure there's a job that I can excel at. I'm looking forward to weigh my options going into spring this year and getting something and thriving at it again. So maybe some personal training. That'll be flexible. So looking forward to looking forward to my future. I'm sure there's something out there for me, and I've gone through recovery now. You know, so it's coming to 3 years in April. So hopefully I can push on from here. I've recovered, you know, well, although I haven't, obviously, I'm going to be different. I'm going to be slower. It's not going to stop me. And a message of support, I would say, don't give up. Obviously, it's such a long recovery. I mean, it's 2 to 3 year recovery. There's a lot of time where you don't think things are going to get better, but they certainly do. They have for me. You know, I am different now, and it may be slower, but it's not to make me any less of a person. You know, I'm still pushing on, and I'm still achieving. So go easy on yourself. It's going to take time to make sense of your new brain. You know, so just take it steady, go slow, try and accept what's happened and the new you, because that was something I struggled with. I wanted to be the old me, but the quicker I could accept the new me, implement coping strategies to help me with where I was weak, it helped me no end, and I learned to love myself again. It's really important, you know. So don't be hard on yourself. Acceptance, coping strategies, and just enjoy what you can. You know, make the most of each day, and try and make sense of your new brain. Just don't give up. Don't give up. I've also set up an online Facebook page called Paul Spence My Brain Recovery, which is a timeline of my recovery to show what I've been through and hopefully, you know, help in some way, give some understanding. So hopefully I can go with that as well, and talks about nutrition for the brain and things. So hopefully that will help people out there. You're not alone. Keep going the best way you can, and best wishes. Thank you, everyone.